Welcome back to Lanni. We're talking about the 145-pound weight class. This year's videos are sponsored by Rothman Orthopedic Institute. And at 145 pounds, we are looking towards what could be the best final in Atlantic City, and that's because 145 pounds has not one, but two defending state champions. Ricky Cabanillas of DePaul, who won this weight a year ago, and Lucas Ravano from Camden Catholic, who, Bill, is up from 132 pounds where he was a state champion a year ago.
Yeah, last year he was a little bit of an underdog. He had a tough road. He upset defending state champ Nick Ramo from Hanover Park, and then beat in the semis, and then beat Hal's Kyle Slendorn in the final. You know, Ravano he just won his 4th region title. He's won 4 district titles. He's now going for his 2nd state title. He's going to go down as one of the greatest wrestlers in Camden Catholic history, and that's saying a lot if you know anything about Camden Catholic's tradition. You know, he got hurt at the BC East this year, hurt his knee, was out for a month, and missed some pretty big tournaments. But since he's come back, he's looked really strong, and you know he's kind of peaking as he goes into this, and he's really looking forward to finally getting a chance to face Cabanillas this year because they've kind of missed each other in some of the tournaments earlier this year. Now
we'll wait to see the brackets, but Pat, it sure seems like these two guys are on a collision course for the finals.
Yeah, Ricky Cabanillas is, to me, he's just a slick wrestler. He wrestles with strength, a little attitude, a little edge, and I kind of like that a little bit. He gets after it, and he's certainly gotten after it with a guy, Wade Unger from Bergen Catholic, over the last 3 years. They actually started as teammates when they were freshmen at Bergen Catholic. Cabanillas left, went to DePaul. They've wrestled 5 times over the last 3 years, and every single time it's been really close. You know, like 3 3-2s. Obviously, they just wrestled in overtime in the region final. I think Unger's going to play a little role here as well.
As we've seen so many times in Atlantic City, there are often guys who you don't always think of who can play roles. Joe, who are you looking at some of the potential dark horses here?
I think there were 3 guys that I have my eye on. A pair of cousins, both named Sacco, Matt from Bridgewater, Raritan, and Joe from South Plainfield. Both have had incredible seasons. You know, Matt Sacco is undefeated. Joe Sacco has been a major factor for South Plainfield in their terrific team dual meet season. And another kid is Luke Rada from Colts Neck. This kid was a state qualifier as a freshman at Howell. Left Howell this year, went to Colts Neck, and believe me, he would have made a big difference for Howell had he been on their team at 145. Again, I think they're going to have a say, and I think all 3 of those boys could end up on the podium, Mike.
Yeah, it's time to make our picks at 145 pounds. Bill, we'll start with you. Is it Ravano, is it Cabanillas, or is it one of those third guys?
No, I think it's either Ravano or Cabanillas, and I'm going to go with Ravano to get his 2nd state title.
Patrick, we turn to you. Ravano, Cabanillas, or someone else?
Cabanillas, finalist 2 years ago, state champion at this weight last year. He's been the guy to beat in this weight. He's got to win it.
Joe, you get to be the deciding factor here. Which one are you picking as state champion?
Well, I'm going to go with the guy I've seen, and that's Lucas Ravano. I saw him in the District 25 tournament. He looked very strong, very explosive, showed great finishing power. I'm going to take Ravano to end Cabanillas' reign.
That wraps up our preview of the 145-pound weight class. Keep it locked on NJ.com/HSWrestling. We'll have live video from all 3 days at Boardwalk Hall. Every round of the boys and girls tournaments, plus results, brackets, photos, and more.